Today I started thinking about all the things that I wanted to share with you guys today. And one of the things that kind of struck me this morning as I was at church and listening to some things, I started hearing about how certain things look crazy until you look back in hindsight, it looks like faith. And that got me to think about this business. So often when we start our business in this channel, people are like, oh my goodness, you're crazy, you joined that rap company, you joined that company. However, here's the thing. I started thinking about, I wonder how many people looked at Mark and Cindy Pentecost almost 22 years ago and said, my goodness, those two are crazy starting this business. As they went through year after year, putting everything into the business and really taking every house that they flipped. If you know their story, they were flipping houses to put money into the business. As they were going out and doing rap parties and talking to people, how many people looked at them and said, man, those two are crazy. And now, 22 years later, and this struck me so hard this morning, 22 years later, people are now looking at them going, wow, what crazy faith did you have? You had such faith to believe that you were going to be where you are now, being able to be a blessing to others. But you guys, in the start of it, in the movement of it, how many people looked at them and said, you're crazy? And it got me thinking about how this business goes. And I want to encourage you all today, because here's the thing. Maybe you're kind of like, if you've all ever driven a stick shift, right? I have a manual car, and my 6-speed, I asked my neighbor if she wanted to learn to drive a stick shift. She could come out with me, and she was stalling it, and she would go and then she would stall, and she would go and she would stall. And I started thinking also about how sometimes in this business, we'll start to go and then we stall because people will come to us and they'll say, you're just being crazy. Why are you doing that? Why are you putting your time there? What's going on with you? However, she would go again, and we'd start moving down the road again, and you might be going again. I want to encourage you all today, and it just hit me, and it's just a message that I wanted to share. It just hit me. You guys, if you are stalled out, I'm going to ask you guys, it's time to put it in gear and let's go again. Because here's the thing, we have some big things happening. So if you've got people talking to you about things are crazy right now, or where you're putting your time, or maybe you yourself were like, man, is this crazy that I'm putting time here? Here's what I want to encourage you with. You guys, it might look crazy in the beginning, but when you look back at the things that you've accomplished. Matter of fact, I want our leaders that are on the call right now, drop a 1 in the chat. If you had people when you started your business say to you or whisper around you that you were crazy, that why would you even do this? Why would you come and put time into this business? If you guys had that little whisper, or people saying no to you, how many of you have had no said to you because that's a crazy company to be a part of? Drop a 1 in the chat if that was ever you. But here's the thing that I want to encourage you with, because so many of you that I've gotten to talk to, that I've gotten to meet with, Josh and Amber's story, Josh and Amber Parker's story about how they got started and where they are now. And people will look at them now, paying off their debt, paying for a car, all of the things. How many of you now, though, people look at you as leaders and they say, wow, what faith you had. You put time in and look where it's led you. But years ago, you can look back and you can go, they thought I was crazy. Deep down, maybe they didn't say it out loud, but you know that they were saying you were crazy. How many of you all now look back at what has happened in your journey and in your life so far in this business, and you're like, man, look at how good it is now. 5 years later, 6 years later, 10 years later. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to drop a fire emoji. If you have gone from crazy to faith-like, I want you to drop that fire emoji, because here's the thing. You guys are being a testimony right now to those who are saying, hey, you know what? I think I might have stalled out for a minute. I was going really good. Life happened and I stalled. But I am ready to drop now and go all in and push back on the pedal. Maybe it's first gear. Maybe it's second gear. Whatever gear that is for you. Maybe it's time for you to start going once again, because here's the thing that's getting ready to happen. You guys, and I feel this so strongly right now. I know for a fact we have incredible things coming next month. So if you are in stall mode, I'm going to encourage you, it's time to put it in first gear and let's go again. It doesn't matter if you chug along a little bit, right? If you guys have ever been in a stick shift car starting out for the first time, you might chug along a little bit, and that's okay. But here's the thing, as you continue to progress, as you continue to go, it'll get smoother and smoother and smoother, and you'll continue to shift into those gears. And you might chug here and there, but you're gonna get smoother and smoother and smoother and faster, because here's what I wanna see. I wanna see those ones go to fires. I wanna see you guys light the way for other people, because that's the direction that we are going. So many things are getting ready to unfold. We've got new product launches next month. We've got holiday gifting next month. But you guys, here's the thing, is we're going into December strong. We're going into January even stronger. I can't tell you when momentum will happen, but I can tell you we are prepared for it to happen, because we are in gear and we are going, and we're going to say, they might think we're crazy right now, but here's the thing, we're going to look back in a couple of years and people are going to go, wow, what faith you had, because hindsight is easy, but in the thick of it, in the start of it, sometimes it looks a little crazy. And that's what I want to encourage you all about tonight. So here's the thing, we have 8 days left. How crazy can you get in 8 days with your business? How crazy can you be? Can you reach out to 10 people a day? Can you reach out to 20 people a day? How about 50 people a day? Can you do 5 to 10 host and posts every single day for the next 8 days? How crazy can you get? I want you guys to put boldly your goals of what you want to achieve in these next 8 days. Maybe it's to achieve diamond. Maybe it's to re-rank to diamond for Q12. Maybe it's to become a double diamond for the first time. Maybe it's a big, hairy, audacious goal to go to ambassador for the first time. Whatever it is, there is no time like now time. And I know that's not good grammar, but that's okay, because I want us to get a little crazy right now so that we can look back and say what faith we had. Here's the thing. You look at Hebrews chapter 11 and it's all about crazy faith. Did Sarah know that she was gonna get pregnant with a womb that was dead? No, she didn't. But when you look back, she had faith. When you look at the stories there, it looked crazy in the moment, but faith showed up in the end. And you guys, that is where we're going. So I love seeing Ruby. I love seeing Diamond all the way. You've got a plan. Yes. Here's the thing, you guys. We are going to step out boldly and we are going to go crazy for the next 8 days. And I want to celebrate you guys next Sunday night on some of these goals. A 4-1, absolutely. Who's gonna do a 4-3? It doesn't have to be somebody else's big dream. It can be your dream. That might be a 4-1. It might be getting 2 people to join you in business. It might be getting your convention ticket. Whatever that is for you, I want you guys to boldly state it, because that's where we're going. You guys, I am fired up. My sales team is fired up. We are here to support you each and every single day. But here's the thing, we're not gonna leave anything on the table this month. We're gonna go get crazy. You're gonna see us getting crazy, and that's okay, because we've got big things to do and we've got big lives to change. This is all about going bold and going big in a whole new direction to a whole nother level. I cannot wait to celebrate you guys next Sunday night. All right, you guys, let's go get it. Let's go get every single thing that you guys have written out here. You've got a team to support you. Tap into this page, the Road to VIP page, and we're here to go all the way together. All right, you guys, I will see you next Sunday night. Let's go get it.